Perfect time. Come on, segue, Jay.
All right, so where we going?
All right, I just have I'm just gonna throw up like a huge question that you have to answer. Okay, if you had to put your money on it and everything on it, what do you think happens when you die?
Oh boy!
If you just had to put your money on it,
You know what I thought was interesting?
Ray, go first.
Yeah, go.
You know what I thought was interesting though is your mother actually. We were talking about it, and your mother actually thinks that you go back to where you come from.
Like, as in what?
In other words, you're just going to go back to where you came from.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what your
to,
mother
like-
believed.
Right.
She just threw that out.
No,
But she
that's what I think. I think.
Well, I've said this point on the podcast before, and I want to say it again. Just hear me out on this, okay? I've said this to you before. Sometimes, like for me, when I think about death, right, and I get scared about it, right? Most people, I'm scared about what I'd be leaving behind. If I was like single, I wouldn't be as scared.
Yeah.
I'm just like petrified of what I would leave behind to the
Yeah.
point where like you should take some time to like get stuff in order if you can as a man or a husband, because
Right.
shit can happen and you don't want to just leave your family just like stranded. Like at least if you have stuff in order, I think that's like an honorable thing to do, that we should.
But
Right.
most
You know,
people really
they
just
don't, 'cause
barely
you put that-
struggling.
Yeah.
Right. Most people are struggling.
Well, hold on, let me finish my point. So when I think about dying, sometimes you just have to think about before you were born, because it's the same thing. Whatever that is, whatever before you were born was, to me, in my head, is what is after.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'm okay
exactly
with
what
that.
your
I don't
mom
think
said.
I'm going to I don't think I'm going to heaven.
Just going back to the source.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Whatever that is, yeah.
And I know Stephen Hawking thinks, I was just like looking it up, and I guess Stephen Hawking said that he thinks it's like a computer chip. And
Really?
and it just shuts off. That's like his philosophy.
and that's his. And then things are just.
Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I guess in the end, though, we don't really know, do we?
I know.
No, no one knows.
I know.
Well, a lot of it, a lot of it too is this idea that surfaces every now and then. The soul. I mean, do you
We were
believe
talking-
in
Yeah.
a soul?
Yeah, it weighs 6 ounces.
Now, Jason seems like he doesn't.
I don't know.
But they've
The idea of mind, body, and soul.
soul. Yeah. Well,
And so-
they've
Wait,
I
does a
think
chipmunk-
science has proven that the soul weighs 6 ounces. Like they weigh the body as it dies, and they did some study where they
Oh,
weighed
really?
a bunch of
And
people
I'm not
as they
familiar with
die,
that.
and it's like 6 ounces is the weight of the soul. So I don't know if that's like.
But it's just an
We were
unexplainable
talking about
thing.
that, yeah. Like,
Doesn't
is it
prove anything,
like,
but-
yeah, like what is the weight? Like, what is it? Is it just like,
I know.
is it the energy of motion? Like, does that weigh something?
Yeah,
like
I know.
your blood moving? Like, is there like a momentum in there that
Ounces,
like
yeah.
weighs something?
It's like breathing.
Yeah, or like
yeah.
it's a like what's that centrifugal or like a gyroscope type
Ooh,
weight
you hit me
thing?
with that word. Boom! Dude, knocked me
Yeah, of
out.
course.
Like it weighs 6 ounces. That's
I mean,
fucking
some things
nuts.
go into whether you believe in reincarnation, right? That's another,
Yeah.
Actually, majority of people in the world actually believe in reincarnation.
Yeah, I think I might.
You know what I mean? People don't realize that the majority of, I think like your Judeo-Christian Islamic, because they're all the same, right?
Yeah.
They all came from Abraham, right? Abraham started everything, and so Islam, took off, and then you had Christians, so the Judeo-Christian Islamic world doesn't believe in reincarnation, but Buddhists do, and Hindus do, and there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, there is a lot.
So even though some people argue there's some suggestion in the Bible that there was a pre-existence, like some of your Christian thinkers believed in a pre-existence, existence.
Christian thinkers.
Like
I think there's
Oregon,
like
Oregon was a famous Christian thinker. There's a lot of Christian thinkers, out there. I
I've
mean,
never heard that term
Yeah.
before. Christian thinkers. So they're like Christian philosophers.